So here, Pathfinders again on this YouTube live, and with me we have Growth Coach Saeed, who has helped a lot of professionals for last 5 years achieving growth mindset, so they can have a achieve growth into their professional life. And welcome, Saeed.
Thank you, Arif. Thank you for having me here, and hello to everybody.
So today we are going to talk about something which reminds me about one of my uh, bosses. Okay, I usually don't use that word, but yes, it's a commonly used word, so hence I am using it. So he was my supervisor, and he would start his day by calling 3 4 people. Okay, okay, I'm coming to work with you,
Mm.
and then he would come. Like he's only one person, right? He cannot be at 4 places at the same time. So he would
Yeah.
join one person, but then he was it was his method, okay, of making. I think in his mind he thought okay, he's doing a fantastic job of telling 4 people that I am going to join you, and because of that reason, people will start working. Otherwise, they won't work. Okay, so in his head, he was actually doing a very good job. Uh, and what it led to was distrust actually. Okay,
Mm.
and there were many other things which actually uh, explained that he has some sort of insecurity in his mind, and because of
Mhm.
that he used to take these actions. So we are going to speak about insecurity today, and I'm going to ask you a few questions. So when we speak of insecurity in professional life, and it's a very commonly used word, okay, I understand it's a mindset issue, and we are going to talk about it because we talk about mindset issues people may have in professional life. So what is this insecurity?
Well, once again, Arif, thanks for having me here. It's Saturday. It's Friday. We are back here on YouTube Live, and yeah, we are talking at another thing that often we face in corporate life or professional life. The thing is, we have discussed in on this same platform other things like imposter syndrome, like self doubt, like low confidence. So and fear of failure. So all of this, it is leading where? It is leading to your sense of insecurity. Okay. So it this sense of insecurity is it doesn't show up loud. It doesn't show up outside. It is something that you are keeping. You are holding it inside. It is there in you, and you are trying to hold it so that others don't see it. Others don't recognize it. Okay. But what it is doing is it is continuously whispering you that you are not good enough. You can't do this. So consequently, two things are happening here. One, that you doubt yourself, which means you don't raise your hand when you have an opportunity to raise your hand. Then on the other side, you don't trust people, and you don't even allow them to be themselves even, because you want everything under your control, and because you think you are less, you want everybody else to be less than you. That's a bigger problem. So it is your internal belief that you're not enough, you're not competent, so not worthy enough will makes you feel that I may lose this job, I may lose this relationship, maybe he's going to leave me, maybe she's going to leave me. So all these things, they are stemming from this your belief that uh, sense of insecurity. Okay, you always feel that there is you're going to miss something. You have that fear. So it's a default programming of doubt. And as you said, this is a mindset matter, as you said in the beginning. And it's not a reality though. That's a good part. It's not a reality. So, which means it can change, provided you recognize it, and provided that you accept it and start acting on that.
As you rightly said that it is stemming from fear. So people have fear that maybe the boss thinks that the subordinates may outgrow him or her, right? And that's the, it is his or her way to show that, okay, you cannot go beyond me. Okay, you have to be there, like my subordinate always, right? So that uh, comes from fear. It's not coming from a sense of power or some that you are better in some way. But why professionals end up with the sense of insecurity? That's my question.
Yeah, of course, people are not born with it. It is something that is people are conditioned to become. So it often, I mean, it originates from like, for example, a person starts his career. It is his first job, right? In the first job, he happened to have a boss who who supported him a lot, to the extent that he was doing his things or her things. Okay, so what happened is that you went under his shadow. Okay, you are operating under his shadow, and one fine day it so happened that he got a better opportunity and your boss left. Okay, now suddenly you feel a big vacuum here, because you have never been yourself. You have never done anything by yourself. You were operating continuously under his shadow. Now that is gone. The tree is gone. Okay, now you find suddenly a light around you and you're scared of it, totally scared of it. Similarly, let's imagine in a household manner, a girl gets married and she moves to her in-laws place, a totally a new place, new people around her, new way of doing things. Probably every house has, so in that circumstances, maybe she will find one person whom she can trust, one person with whom she feels comfortable. Okay, now she's there for a while, let's say 5 6 years, and she has that support of that other person, and she's doing fine. But one fine day she leaves to another city, another place. Now suddenly she feels a vacuum here. So uh, this creates, like, a big vacuum, and it creates fear. Now that she is not there, now that boss is not there, who should take care of me, what will happen to me? How will I deal with these people? Will people reject me? Will people accept me? Can what the new boss will do with me? Can I operate under him? Okay. Similarly, we have, of course, there is a childhood conditioning. Okay, because we live in a society where you are rewarded when you comply, or you are told that you do this or you are going to lose that. Okay, you do this or you're not going to get your food. I have seen this happen to many children. You finish this homework or you're not going to get your food. So he's growing up with the fear that I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. So this place, I mean, what happens the next is that you get into a mode of fear. Fear of losing. I must do this or I'm going to lose it. Okay. Similarly, there is another thing called, in our culture we are always told that be safe, play it safe. Means that you try to be yourself. That means you may face trouble. And in case you find yourself in trouble, there is nobody to help you. Because they will say that we told you to play it safe. Why did you do that? Why did you use your mind? Why did you try a new thing? No, we told you to play safe. So, which means don't take risks, don't venture into anything new, play it safe. Or a workplace where you have an environment where everything is micromanaged. You are continuously monitored every minute, every second, and then this will create kind of belief in you that, okay, I can't handle it by myself. Like that insecurity is always there, because you always feel there are somebody behind you watching you. Okay. And the worst, I would say, is in today's life, we are more on a social media than in real life. In we are we are we are more on uh, electronic media. We are more on screens than in really in the society. So what we are doing, like for example, let's say take LinkedIn. Okay, when you go to LinkedIn, you will find amazing things people write, or amazing profiles people create for themselves. Okay, so when you see those things, you may feel that, oh, he's so good, I'm not good. Okay, so maybe in as a matter of fact, maybe you're doing better than them. Maybe you are much more caliber than them, have better qualifications, you have better experience. But the way those things are presented on social media, like LinkedIn or any on Instagram or any, it makes you feel that there is something, you are less than them. Okay, they are doing better, they are enjoying, they are having a good time, they are very successful. God knows what's happening on their end actually. Maybe they are making huge loss, you don't know. Maybe that profile, whatever you're saying, is totally fake. But it creates you a sense of insecurity in you, saying that, giving a message that I'm not as good as that, or I am not like them. Okay, they are better than. So all these things they are playing, they are conditioning you to become insecure.
So so uh, so people feel insecure when they see other people are advancing, or they think others are doing better in some way.
In some way, yes. In some way, yes. But more like it's a deliberate thing. It's a deliberate thing.
I didn't understand that deliberate thing.
Deliberate thing means like you see, when you are told, like when you are since the childhood, when you are told that you do this or you are going to lose. That means what you're already. I mean, as a child, your brain, your thing is fresh. So whatever is written there, it stays there for a long time, unless you realize it, and unless you make a conscious effort to remove it. So what is written there at the time is maybe it was a deliberate thing to make you show less than somebody at that time.
So
You don't know.
my point here is, there is a person. Let's say there is a boss, and who is feeling insecure of maybe a subordinate who has better skills,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Now, if the person, the subordinate, he has better skills, he is doing better, or he is more vocal, or he expresses things better, he
yeah.
has better ideas. So, is the person who has ideas, who is expressing, he is at fault, or is it the problem of the person who is feeling insecure because the other person is better?
Yeah, definitely it is the person who's feeling insecure. But what happens is, after a while, it becomes your responsibility to realize this is what is happening to you, and you need to get out of it.
Yeah. So, so imagine there is a manager, again the same manager, right? So,
Well, I tell
and
you,
if
Arif,
he,
I have had this good experience of this.
yeah, there are many. I'm just, I could think of one, but of course there are many people, and at times insecurity may arise in anybody's mind. How long they are carried uh, with this issue, that depends on the person. Are they taking an action to act on it, or they just want to, you know remain in the same condition? Okay. So, what is the impact of insecurity if a person is persisting with this mental issue?
Actually, impact is real bad for both the parties, people who are feeling insecure as well as the people who are affected by them. Okay, let's say uh, the worst, better of the worst. Okay, better of the worst is that, if you are not making any conscious effort, if you are not checking on that, what it will do to you is it will erode your confidence. Means you become yeah, underconfident, you fail to express yourself. So what in return, what you'll do is you'll become a people pleaser. You want to do whatever is acceptable to people, whatever pleasing to your bosses or you, people around you. And whenever you have an opportunity to lead or to take up a project or to make a presentation, you will skip that opportunity, or you will escape it, or you will pass it to somebody, because you already questioning yourself. You feel insecure inside. Okay. And then which means you are settling for something less than your own caliber. Okay. uh, it can happen in a role, professional role. It can happen in a personal relationship. It can happen in a professional relationship. Now this is more dangerous than the work itself, because this can lead you to get stuck with a toxic person. It can be a toxic boss, it can be a toxic spouse, relatives, anybody. Okay. So which means you're going to be burnt out, and you're going to be totally exhausted, feel fatigue. Professionally, you'll end up being stagnant and even become redundant. The worst of all is that you yourself become a toxic person. You become a toxic boss because you have experienced this, or because you have this fear of inadequacy. You have this fear of insecurity in you. What you'll do is you will doubt yourself, and you're doubting everybody else also. You will feel that everybody is against you, or everybody is better than you. They are trying to show you less. So to counter that, you will encourage incompetency. Okay. You will choose a team who are deliberately less than you, every one of them. Okay. Which means what? The quality of people that you are surrounding yourself with is much less, and that's not good for you, neither professionally nor personally. Okay. So incompetency thrives wherever you are. Okay. And you try to become a part of incompetent circle, because you feel that you yourself feel insecure. Which means you surround yourself with people who always say yes to you, and even worse, people who you rely on backbiting. Instead of quality of work, you rely on backbiting. And this is a disastrous thing for any professional to happen. So it affects how others perceive you. So people who have hired you, the company, the organization, the management, the top management, it is not that they don't notice this, they notice it. So when they see a person like this, okay, maybe you're surviving by doing something or other, but they know very well that you don't have that leadership quality, which means you are not given any leadership opportunity. So whenever there is a decision making for leading a project, you are not there at that list. That's not good.
True. And I've also found this, you know, there are trainings available in all the big corporates,
Yeah.
right? So at times, these people who are insecure within, they learn a few things, few traits, few activities by practicing. Uh, and so just to show to the higher management, they act as if they are a good leader. Like they will highlight some basic things about their subordinates, but all in all, they will still keep them down, right? So very smartly. So they, because in their mind they are trying to survive, and in their mind the belief is that I can only survive when these people remain below me. Okay, they cannot even come at the
Exactly.
same position similar to me, right? And the leaders will not be born out of those groups, the way
Exactly.
you were telling, right? So how to break free if somebody has already recognized that they have this sense of insecurity and it is not helping them also to grow in life? So how to break free from this and build a build a victory mindset?
Yeah. First thing is, the sooner they do it, the better it is. Because in my career, I have seen people who have this, but by the time they realize this, they are already like 55 years old, which means they have spent too much time in that zone that it is impossible for them to get out, because they have already created an identity for themselves that in the professional world they are known like this. So nobody even trusts them, even if they want to change themselves now. And even change at that stage becomes very hard. So first rule is that the sooner you realize this, and the sooner you take action, and the better it is for you. And of course, this is starting from your mind. What story are you telling yourself? Okay, so you need to spot that story. What kind of story are you telling yourself? Are you telling that I am not ready? Are you telling that I am going to lose this relationship? If you continuously say to yourself that I'm going to lose this relationship, sure, you're going to lose this relationship, because you're going to act to lose that relationship. So I would tell the audience right now, do three things. Okay, write three such beliefs that you have. Like, for example, if you're telling I'm going to lose this relationship, write these things and now change them. Change them into something more empowering. Okay, I can suggest, but I want you to write, and I want to also to write that empowering statement by yourself. For example, they are going to fire me. Maybe that's what you believe in a professional life, in a job. Okay, now you can tell yourself that I will actually be promoted because I have the talent, I have the unique experience, I am a hardworking person, I am giving what it takes to do this job. Tell these things. So it will make you act accordingly. So naming that fear that you have, naming that story that you're telling yourself will empower you to change. So put it on paper, put it in black and white. You may be knowing it in your mind, but put it on black and white, and then it'll help you see it clear. It will make it more visible to you. Okay. Second thing is that if you have made a mistake, if you are not doing good in certain area, that is not you. That is your performance in one particular area. So don't identify yourself with that. Detach your identity with your performance, because performance is today you may do very well, tomorrow you may fail in certain things. Today you may fail, tomorrow you may excel. Okay, that's not your identity. So differentiate your identity from your performance. Okay, now do this. At the end of each day, write one thing you did well. Okay, so remind yourself that I am not the my result. I am not my goal. I am what I want to become. I am my effort. I am my vision. What I want to become in my life. So that will give you a reason. That will give you a what you call inspiration to move forward. Then check what kind of environment you have. What kind of environment are you living in? You obviously you become you part of your surroundings. You become part of that. That means you have the effect on them, and more importantly, that environment has effect on you. So what kind of people are you living with? What kind of people are you surrounded with? Like we were talking earlier, if you surround yourself with incompetent people, incompetent is what you become. Like for example, you bring Leonard Messi and make him play for 10 years with some very poor team. His own game will become very poor because he thinks that I can score anywhere. Eventually, he will go down. So check this. Check. So what you can do is take a piece of paper, make two columns. Okay. In one column, you write the people who help me, people who boost my energy, people who energize me. On the next column, you write people who drain me, people who drain my energies, people who are not productive. Write the names. Check for yourself who's really helping you, who's not. Similarly, you there is another worst thing that's happening these days is that we spend a lot of time on screen, on social, on electronic media. So what is that you're consuming basically? Yeah, are you consuming or it is consuming you? So again, make two columns and write what kind of content am I consuming? What kind of content am I spending my time on? Is it helping me or is it draining me? So whatever is draining, whatever is not helpful to you, remove and stick to what is helping you. If you're spending time on social media and learning something from it, growing with it, like there are so many things free. It's a good thing, but how you use it is important. There are so many free courses. If you are doing those things and growing in life, good. But if you're just scrolling reel after reel, spending hours, then that's not good for you. So you need to remove. So when you put this on a piece of paper, what happens is that it becomes more visible, becomes more clear to you. Okay, then taking action will become easy for you. And uh, of course, anything you want to build, you can't have it all in one time. Like you want to make a building, all building will not come in one shot. It comes brick by brick. So take small actions. Okay, and there are what do you call it? There are people who think that if I have to do it, I have to do it all at once. I have to do it all right. It doesn't happen that way in life. You need to start with step one, then you go to step two. You need to start with A to do in order to go to B. You can't directly have all of them in one shot. So start small and maintain consistency and grow. And maybe you're because you are already feeling that insecurity is there. There may be a courage issue here. There may be issue to you're not able to pull up your guts to do it. So what you can do is you can start small here also. Okay, and see, mm, there are people. Uh, kind of, I mean, there are people around you always. I mean, in organizations, people who use you, people who take advantage of you. And I have had an experience of bosses again because they themselves are incompetent. They themselves don't have that experience that they need in order to execute the job. What they rely on is that they try to insult others, especially their subordinates, and insult others in front of maybe clients, in front of maybe somebody new, in order to reduce you. Okay, so don't allow that thing to happen. Again, you may not be able to take all action at one time. So start small. Start saying no. Start saying no to those things. Okay, and suppose you are given a task which is not productive. Start saying no to it. Start saying no to showing up in places where you are not required to. Okay, like maybe he's inviting you to a place where only the objective is to show you less, show you small. Don't go there. Okay, and speak up in meetings. Express yourself. Put forward your ideas. Ask questions. Take feedback. So take these small actions, which will help you build your confidence, build your guts. Now, what do you call it? Your again. Usually we make statements like I want to be confident. It's not like that. What you need to tell yourself is that I am someone who always takes courageous action. So this is you're putting in action. It is not that just that you want to become confident. By doing something you become confident, right? So tell yourself, what are you going to do? Tell yourself that I am someone that who always takes courageous action. You need to take action. Okay, so identity based change is is more sustainable than goal based change. And if you say that uh, I want to be confident, confidence is your goal, that will not last long. But if you create something, uh, so you need to write statements like mm, uh, that you need to say it every morning, like affirmations, like you can say that I am someone who owns my own voice. I am someone who takes up responsibility. I am someone who shows up, who will show up fully in a meeting or in any opportunity that I have. Okay, I am someone who lead with purpose. Okay, who lead with responsibility. Say these things so that it will encourage you to take action whenever you have an opportunity. And last but not the least, if you have tried some of these things and it don't work for you, or you have been into this for quite some time and now it is hard for you, now I would personally suggest that you can keep trying and you can do it. No, nothing wrong with it. But you have already spent enough time doing that. Okay, the more you are in that sinkhole, the more damage it is going to do to you. So now you find a way to get out of it as soon as possible. Okay, you must outgrow it as quick as possible. Okay, so what you can do is you can take the help of somebody, maybe a peer, maybe a boss who is good, maybe somebody who hired you. Okay, if he's there in the company. Okay, because sometimes it happens that somebody who believes in you, who hires you. Okay, but after you join, after some time, maybe he himself leaves because he got a better opportunity or something. Now you don't have that support system, you don't have that peer to look up to. Okay, now you may find a vacuum. So if you're in such a situation, what you need to do, you need to find some external support. So maybe you find a coach, maybe you find a mentor. Okay, who can help you get out of this. Okay, and this coaching or mentorship will shorten the process of getting out of this sinkhole. So which means it will give you more time to lead a successful life, better life. So before you go to bed today, okay, what you can do is that talk to somebody you trust, or book a discovery call with somebody whom you trust. Okay, and that means you are taking action to get it done, because you have listened till now, and which means that you definitely, are looking to grow in your life, right? Now, knowledge is good, but knowledge without action is not doing nothing to you, right? So take action, talk to somebody, and don't wait for this thing to happen tomorrow. Take some action now. Okay, take some action now. Identify somebody whom you want to talk, whoever it may be, whoever you trust. Okay, find someone who will challenge your mindset, who will ask tough questions to you, who will be unbiased with you. Okay, and whom you feel comfortable, of course, and talk to them, or book an appointment with them, set up a meeting with them today before you go to bed.
So thank you, Saeed, for sharing how somebody can overcome the challenge of being with an insecure person, right? But let's say this insecurity lies within the person himself, okay, and he recognizes it. So, is there any, if you can tell in short, uh, what he can do and what will be the impact on his life if he comes out of this insecurity?
Fact is profound, actually, because you see, once you recognize that you are feeling this insecure and you have taken action, you got out of it, what becomes is, first thing is, you become more confident. When you become more confident, that means you are expressing yourself better, you're speaking up, you're raising your hand in the meetings, you become bold. Okay, and when you become bold, you're not afraid of chasing that high stake projects. You're not afraid of leading, you're not afraid of making a presentation, okay, in front of CEOs or anybody else. Okay, and you are acting for yourself, you're not performing for others. You're not performing for others, you're not trying to please others, you're not a S boss guy. You are you are acting for yourself, you start leading. Okay, so you make also peace with imperfection, because as a insecure person, what you do is you always look for perfection. If everything is right, then only I will do, because I'm already afraid that something may fail. Now that you are confident person, now you are bold, you are not afraid of imperfection, because you know that imperfection, failure, missing steps, this is all part of the process. In any project you execute, there will be some wins, some losses. There is seldom a project which goes 100% right. No, there will be some missed deadlines, there will be some missed budgets, there may be some missed opportunities. At the same time, there will also be good things. So you will not wait for that perfection, and you will execute things irrespective of all these things. And which means now this is the magic. You will attract quality people. In your time, you will find people who are performers, who are talented, who are good, who tomorrow probably grow and grow better than you, become better than you. And I tell you what, nothing pleases you better than you see somebody whom you mentored, somebody whom you groomed, have become better than you. Nothing is more satisfying than that. So you always attract quality people. At the same time, you will be attracted by quality people. You will become part of a quality circle. Okay, you will be among people who perform. The higher management who choose quality people, you will be one among them. Okay, and which means you will be able to easily forge collaborations. You will make strong relationships. Okay, so you become more authentic, and you become unstoppable. And your personal life, professional life is one thing, but your personal life, you will be a lot at peace, and you will be more respected, and you will be a lot at comfort with yourself. And I would say this is, I mean, is quite significant.
Thank you, Saeed, and thank you all the listeners that we had. Uh, you know, for being here, and I'm sure people have gained some knowledge, not just knowledge, but something, some learnings that can be implemented, some actionables that they can apply in their life, in their professional life as well as personal life, and get benefited out of this discussion. So thank you, Saeed, and see you next Friday with a new topic. Have a wonderful time. Take care.
Thank you, Arif. Thank you, Raja, somebody who's joined from Indonesia, and see you next week, same time, same place.